20 years without a winning season. And at one of these games, I sat next to somebody who used to play basketball for Dean Smith, who played for University of North Carolina. And he was watching this game in which the Wisconsin team literally had four future NBA players on it, playing an Indiana team that had no NBA players on it. And Wisconsin, of course, lost by the usual 30 points. We went 20 years without beating Indiana. And this person was pointing out to me all the ways in which this inept Wisconsin coach had been unable to get these players to play as a team, and Knight's brilliance in getting a fairly ordinary collection of athletes to win the Big Ten championship and to go very deep into the NCAA. That is, it obviously was unfair to these athletes to have to play under this coach against a team that had a superior coach. That is, if the concern was fairness in sports, the way to have fairness would be to rotate Bobby Knight around the league, to have the coaches all rotate each year so that the athletes could each get the benefit and the burden of playing with different coaches. That is, unfairness is rampant in sports. Correctable, preventable unfairness is rampant. Americans brag about how they win gold medals using all sorts of unequal access to technology, and there's not a peep about the morality of this, and yet this obsession with one little pill, which, strangely enough, is accessible to everybody, or certainly was during the 1988 Olympics. That is the one thing that almost everybody could get if they wanted it, evoked the greatest scorn. So the solution to unfairness is to equalize access. Claims that steroids should garner all the attention that they do because they're unfair is hypocritical, because it ignores all these other means by which athletes gain advantages in ways that are manifestly unfair. So the unfairness claim, in my view, really carries little weight. The second claim is that steroids are harmful and that they should be banned for that reason, to protect not children, but competent adults from their own poor judgment. First, the harm of anabolic steroids is wildly exaggerated. Everything that's ever happened to anybody who ever took steroids is blamed on steroids. Some of you will remember the death of Lyle Alzado from I think a lymphoma tumor in his brain. The New York Times ran a front-page story: Lyle Alzado, steroid user, dies of brain tumor. I guess the headline with the front page was when he was found out to have a brain tumor. And the story went on and on about Alzado's regret at this life, professional life of steroid dependency. It filled an entire middle page of the newspaper. Sports Illustrated had a cover story on the horrors of anabolic steroids. Nowhere in the article was there a single fact about any alleged relationship between steroids and lymphoma or brain tumors or any other kind of tumors other than very rare liver cancers. Not one physician was quoted, except physicians who deplored the use of steroids and were eager to use this as an example of why people should not use them. I mean, they didn't point out that